Hello friends. Today I am taking about 10 most mysterious places in Romania. Romania is a southeastern European country known for the forested region of Transylvania, ringed by the Carpathian Mountains. There are many mysterious places which have no explanation. So let's talk about it. Basia Forest. Basia Forest, located on west of Cluj-Napoca, is where we investigated and analyzed a series of unexplained phenomena. It is also called the Bermuda Triangle of Romania, because it says that a shepherd gone there with all the 200 of his sheep. Locals refuse to go into the woods. They say they cause symptoms like nausea, fever, vomiting or headaches, anxiety and even scratches or burns on the skin. Paranormal phenomena encountered here are not disputed even by the most skeptical scientists. There were lights that could be observed, shapes and colors, strange shadows, voices and human faces. Perceived as a gateway between worlds, Basia Forest has long remained a taboo. People feared to tread threshold, or bring about it, considering it haunted by evil spirits. Biologist Alexander Sift from 1950 to 1960 captured with the camera shadows that accompanied him on long walks through the mysterious forest oaks, and many other forms, lights and figures, invisible to the naked eye. The area soon became famous among specialists in the paranormal and esoteric worldwide. Renowned scientists from Europe and the United States managed to catch on film Mystery Forest. Devil's Precipice. In Prahova, a few kilometers from the village of Poiana-Tristi, Devil's Precipice is a place that locals created due to a true legend. It says that evil spirits haunt the area and guarding a treasure trove of precious metals, which would be buried. Outlaws, putting on him a curse that cannot be found. The stories of those who took courage and tried to dig the treasure talk about the emergence of terrifying spirits with bullhead and human body. Those who have set up camp near Devil's Precipice told about strange-looking vision of spirits and how their sleep was disturbed by rustling, strange noises and shakings of the tent. The monastery carved into the rock of Sinca Veche. The monastery carved into the rock or Temple of the Chosen as it is called, is in the village of Sinca Veche, from Brașov County. The monastery was built on the site of a sacred place which researchers say has existed for nearly 7,000 years. Strange energy or special status are expressions used by those who step into the monastery and sought a resting place in close proximity. On the eve of important religious holidays, some people say they hear choirs that seem to come from heaven. Legends say that the temple site is a gateway to other worlds, in which the ancients knew how to communicate with the upper world or beings from other dimensions. It also says that the place where the sun's rays penetrate through the hole drilled in the rock are fulfilling all good wishes and clean. Some people have had this vision of light globes and even a bright light. Most are invisible to the human eye, but was caught by the cameras. The Fountain of Cure. Villagers from Starciu village, around Salaj Horotocrane say that every year, a healing spring water comes up just before Whitsuntide to dry again after a few weeks. Hundreds of people come each year to see the miracle, but no one knows why the water comes up just before the feast of Whitsuntide. Elders say that the place where the Fountain of Cure gushes, existed hundreds of years ago, a monastery, and the font comes as a blessing from God. Local clergymen don't deny, nor confirm the healing effect of water. Witch's Pond. Witch's Pond, located in Boziuru Forest, is the spot chosen by the witches every night, especially 13th to 14th of March, when they come together to fulfill their rituals. It is believed that this is the places where Vlad the Impaler would have died beheaded, or that, after the 1977 earthquake, tons of debris discharged into the pond waters have disappeared without trace in the deep. Until recently, pregnant women who wanted to get rid of pregnancy would come to the pond, where, after a few minutes in water, they immediately lose pregnancy. The swamp has a depth of 5 feet and does not increase or decrease its size ever, regardless of climatic conditions. There are no creatures in the water and all the animals avoid this place. The evil spirits on Lake Dumbravita. In Lake Dumbravita, Brașov, nicknamed Killer Lake or Lake of Death, Many have found the end over time. While bathing in the lake was banned, he still manages to take their toll. Locals talk about the curse of the evil spirits coming out right on the shore. Eyewitnesses said they had seen women drown once, as they hang out their clothes to dry, and drowning men washing their horses. These spirits would have broad powers at new moon, or the exact time at which poor people drowned. They make great noise to attract the attention of passers-by, which will then cause them to drown. It is said that the spirits prefer children, pure souls, who tries to drown them, than increase in their spiritual world. Skies of Boziuru Buzau. Fuck, this is near the city I live. Sky in town Boziuru Buzau often put thinking the scientific world. While other parts of the world has a clear blue sky of 6,000 Kelvin, the sky in Boziuru is 23,000 degrees Kelvin, which gives you the feeling that you look through a telescope. Many visitors have told similar experiences. Hypnosis and the area is full of supernatural legends with alien abduction, or temporal gaps and damaged electronics. In the 80s, Boziuru has coordinated a group of children who test their psychic abilities. They do not realize their special powers participating in the test as if it were normal games. They were divided into groups, put on some ridges and told to convey the power of thought, from one group to another, different information. These telepathic transmissions were highly accurate when the sky reached maximum intensity. In addition, they have pinpointed all through extrasensory perception, places were ancient remains, which astonished the archaeologists invited to attend the experiment. The lake of Ciotul Paltinului. At the border between the counties of Precipice and Buzau there is another place surrounded by mystery and superstition, Lake of Ciotul Paltinului. The grass that grows on the lake is higher than elsewhere because the elders say, as fairies danced on it. And although the whole surface is not seen even a wave, in the middle of the lake boats are covered by some sort of invisible vortex and pulled deeply as by an invisible hand. Old people say that the phenomenon is explained by the curses thrown by people on the lake, formed on the crater of an ancient volcano, forcing residents to bypass the hard way, and they said the trouble would tear downhill. That's hard. One night, during a storm, there was a landslide that enhanced lake half a mile and then started cursing church from within the water. Perhaps the most sinister place in Mures County is Lake Basia. It was formed by constructing a dam across the valley. Work began in 1975, but the final filling of the lake was completed in 1992. The story is a sad one, of a sunken village and forcibly displaced people. Communists. A memorial plaque was placed on the only wall that remained. Now New Basia village is on the bottom. Former residents of the 180 homes spread around the world mourning today. Obsequious servants of the former dictatorship demolished him and flooded him, thus terminated a unique community of historically and religiously. They live together, families of different nationalities and faith, in full understanding and good peace of centuries. Prayers. Roman Catholic, Unitarian and Sabbatarian Transylvanian Catholics were in silence forever. This place is a symbol of tolerance between religions. From the waters rise and now as a ghost of the old church tower. The cursed Brancovenesc Hospital. On August 28, 1835, Safta Brancovenesc, the daughter of the Grand Bantu Doric Bals and wife of Gregory Boziuru Brancovenesc, signed the contract to build a hospital in the capital near Church Brancovenesc. On October 14, 1838, the Brancovenesc Hospital opened to the people in pain. To mark this foundation, Safta ordered a marble building, which she mounted on the frontispiece of a church. Among other things, the sign contains a curse to the one who would dare to touch the building. Ceausescu demolished hospital and church in 1984 with the curse. The inscription, which is now in the court of the History Museum of Bucharest, contains the final divine curse which requires that he who touches the foundation to be killed by his kin in a holiday. In 1989, Ceausescu was shot by the nation with him on Christmas. And people say there's no such things as a curse.